It's the third week of Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2025, and we are here live from Sugathadasa Stadium as the semi-finals 2 of the Premier Trophy happening here at 2 p.m. The two teams, St. Benedict's College taking on Prince of Wales College in the second Premier Trophy semi-final. Both teams coming off from victories last week in their quarterfinals. Prince of Wales hammering Carey College, and St. Benedict's survived a scare against the boys from Kurunegala Maliyadeva College. Both teams aiming to clinch this game and move forward to the semi-final for the final against Ananda College happening next week at the same location. And we look forward for an entertaining game. Joining with me in the commentary, Nathan. Good afternoon, Nathan.
Yes, good afternoon, Nilhan. These two teams have a bit of history between them. They met last season as well in the Premier Trophy quarter-final that was at the same venue, where a last-minute penalty kick from Prince of Wales took them through into the semi-final, where they eventually bowed out to Ananda College, who the winner of this clash will meet in the finals again.
Yeah, that's going to happen next week at Sugathadasa Stadium. Interesting that Ananda College are playing the A Division games this season. These two teams will have their work cut out as they aim to qualify for the A Division next season, as these two are main contenders in the B Division this year. Both teams are currently warming up for this clash, very crucial. Prince of Wales had a very easier quarter-final last weekend against Carey. They have 99 points in that game, and St. Benedict's on the other hand had to work hard for the victory in the quarter-final. They were leading at half-time very comprehensively, but a good comeback from Maliyadeva, and they had to defend their hearts out in the last 10 minutes to clinch this ticket to this semi-final, where they face Prince of Wales. Very two evenly poised sides, and we have a double-header today after this encounter. The President's Trophy semi-final clash, Isipatana taking on Royal College, so a lot of rugby to be played here at the Sugathadasa Stadium. Two back-to-back games, and these two teams will be eager to go forward and meet Ananda College, who are the front runners for this Premier Trophy.
Yes, definitely, Nilhan. We are well and truly into the thick of the Dialog Schools rugby season for 2025. And as you said, dress rehearsal, you could say, for the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy between Royal and Isipatana. And all those pictures will be brought to you live on none other than Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare. We saw the day before yesterday Trinity College booking their place in the President's Trophy finals, beating Zahira. As we take a look at the weather forecast for today, another hot and humid day in Colombo. We are really sweating it out in the combox as well. So you can only imagine what it's down there and what it's like for the players as they are still going through their warm-ups.
Yeah, the clouds are coming in. The conditions will get better when we continue this game. But for these boys to kick off at 2 p.m., that's a big task for them. And their conditioning will be on the test. When we move forward to the evening, the condition will cool down a bit as the clouds will come down, as the maximum temperature of 31 looks like 35 for us here at the Combox. But the players will feel it more with the game, as both of them having their final warm-ups here at the Sugathadasa Stadium. We are a few minutes away from kickoff. And the semi-finals results, this happened on Friday, where Ananda College comprehensively defeating Lumbini College 36-10. 6 tries, 3 conversions for the boys from Maradana, and Lumbini 1 try, 1 conversion and 1 penalty. Then Trinity College took on Zahira College, expected to be a cakewalk for Trinity, but Zahira turned up brilliantly, 12 all at half-time, And brilliant second half from Trinity College, showing that they are one of the strong contenders in this Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts and for the season as well.
Improved side compared to previous seasons as we take a look at the road to the final of the President's Trophy. So in the quarter-final stages, comfortable victories for Trinity College, St. Peter's College, St. Thomas's College and Isipatana College. Closely fought match between Zahira and Drabin from DSA Nayak over Dharmaraja as well. Royal College overcame a scare against Kingswood College, and Wesley College comfortably pulling away in the second half to beat St. Joseph's College. And in the quarter-finals, St. Peter's unfortunately had to withdraw from the tournament, so it was a bye to Zahira. St. Thomas's and Trinity College in a thrilling game at Havelock Park, where Trinity eventually walked out victorious. And it was Isipatana College as well, with a second half rally against Wesley College, managed to pull away after being 10-all at half-time, and Royal College with a comfortable victory over DSA Nayaka to seal their spots in the semis.
Especially the Royal Kingswood game, the closest game throughout this Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts. Kingswood led most of the time, but Royal College coming up crumbs and beating DS in the quarterfinals, and they face Isipatana in the evening. So lots of action remaining. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll come back with team news and kickoff.
Tokyo Super, ඕන වැඩකට Super.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Our forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
රුපියල් 50 වැලිබන් සේවරි පොඩ්ඩෝ එක්ක මැච් එකට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හිටක සිට බැන්දා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ
හිටක බැදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාන් තමයි.
That was summer refresh when the train they gotta go.
Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth gotta go ekak. Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Injection එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. තමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff වෙන්න lemon.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික්කට සිත බැඳා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ
ඊටක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්. Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්. Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
As we're joining you for the Premier Trophy clash between Prince of Wales and St Benedict's College. Both teams now gone through their warm-ups and they've headed back to get ready for live action. And as you can see, Sugathadasa Sports Complex slowly but surely filling up with passionate fans, and especially with the double headers, I'm sure these tournaments are able to attract much bigger crowds.
Yeah, as you said, the crowd is slowly building up. Prince of Wales taking on St Benedict's, a game that we have right now. But coming up next, Royal taking on Isipatan in the big semi-final clash. Both teams looking to play that big final against Trinity. And if Royal goes through, they're going to play 4 games against Trinity. That will be very interesting season for both teams. For Isipatana, the defending champions of the President's Trophy, will aim to defend it this time. As St Benedict team is on the field with the jerseys on, having their final discussions and the practices. Few messages from the coaching staff for the boys. Next door, easy coming for them to this game. Just hop past the road and into Sugathadasa Stadium, and they're having their final discussions and a few line-out practices at the stadium. And Prince of Wales, on the other hand, getting ready to come out to the field. So this will be a very interesting affair, as these two teams will aim to play Anand, and a win against Anand would be very crucial because Anand is a division side this season.
Yes, certainly, Nilhan. A win against an A-division contender will keep the other teams in the second division on high alert. It's a real statement to be made. Not just a victory. If either one of these sides can even put up a close fight against Anand, it will certainly send a message across to the other teams in that Dialog Schools Rugby League Division B.
Especially these two teams and Richmond College, Malayadeva would be the main contenders, going on with Lumbini on the frame also for that LSU ticket to the A Division in 2026. So that's their main target, and this is their opening tournament. So they will look to get some silverware on their cabin and move forward to that all-important schools rugby season.
Yes, nice atmosphere building up here at the Sugathadasa Stadium, as we'll take a look at the timeline for the Dialog Schools Rugby season 2025. Already done with the pre-quarters and quarter-finals. Those happened on the 25th to 27th of April and 3rd and 4th of May. And today, the 11th, we'll have our last set of semi-finals before the grand finale on the 18th of May.
Yeah, and the Dialog Schools Rugby League will kick off on 6th June. So the teams will have 2 weeks preparation time for that Dialog Schools Rugby League. They have 5 games in the first round, and then they have 4 more in the second. So altogether 9 games in the Dialog Schools Rugby League. Looking at the groups, Group A, St. Peter's College, DS Senanayaka, Wesley Science. That's going to be a very crucial group. DS Senanayaka and Wesley College have given they're all in this knockout, so they are going to be very competitive in that group. And Science St. Anthony's and Ananda will be in the Group B. And when you Group A, and when you go to Group B, Isipatana College, St. Thomas's, Zaira, and that top 3 is very competitive. So only 2 can move forward, and they have the candy teams, Dharmaraja College and especially Kingswood, who made their mark after 3 years not having a very good side, but this year they have come up with a good side who gave a run for Royal College in that quarterfinal. So that Group B with Manama College, that's going to be another very interesting group. And on Group C, we have Royal Trinity, the 2 Bradby there. So if a win here for Royal, that will be 4 games for Royal College and Trinity. And then we got Vidyata, St. Joseph, Sri Sumangala and Thurston completing that Group C. When you look at these groups, 3 groups, Group A and Group B, will be very competitive. When you look at Group C, it looks like Royal and Trinity have a very upper hand in that Group C.
Yes, sir, definitely. I would say Group B, in fact, we could call it the group of death. Isipatana College, powerhouses of schools rugby. But we'll come back to that after a short commercial break with live action on the other side.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක. බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස බැහැය. Chirpy Chips. රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
As the pioneer in Sri Lanka's bottled water industry, American Water has set the standard for over 3 decades to help you stay hydrated wherever you may roam, to provide healthy hydration for your whole home, and to nourish your growing family. With island-wide distribution, we've reached the homes and hearts of every Sri Lankan, ensuring healthy hydration for all. For over 30 years, we've brought the Earth's bounty directly to you, wherever you are, whatever your needs.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස බැහැය. Chirpy Chips. රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer. සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Superset for bricklaying and plastering. Tokyo Superset. Do it right the first time.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත චමරි
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාශීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ හිතටත් නිදහස්
Swistek Aquashield 2K waterproofer. Seal karanna hondama kena.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Yes, sir. So we are moments away from kickoff here at the Sugathadasa. You can see the Prince of Wales boys already lined up with their flag. Everyone here to support their sides. Prince of Wales have made the long commute all the way from Moratuwa and St. Benedict's College. It was just a hop, skip and a jump away to make their way out here to the Sugathadasa. As we'll take a look at the team news for Prince of Wales, fresh off that. So we'll get you the team cards in just a moment as teams are ready to walk out here. Fans slowly but surely building up as it's Nilhan Pereira with me continuing in the com box.
Yes, Nathan, looking at the teams, especially the Bens, the 12-13 combination of Sugathadasa, Wijaratna and Revon Fernando, that will be something that they will very crucially want, as Revon will be the man who will go for that gaps and make those strong carries, who was the man of the match in the previous encounter. And their wingers, especially Dinuka Amar Singh, have shown some quality speed in the wing, and they have a new winger on the left, Tisanga Fernando. So that will be some areas that Benedict will aim for, and on Prince of Wales, Nathan, who are the players to watch out for?
Yes, at number 8 they have Randev Fernando. He had a massive game against the Kerryites, and for them as well, that centre combination of Chamik Silva and Kasun Theekshana especially was man of the match in that previous encounter. Really runs the game from midfield, makes those progressive carries as well, and is able to take on 4 to 5 defenders at once. And in the back line you have Gajaba Samarasekara. He played at full back last time, but interestingly has made the switch to the right wing for this encounter, and he's a big lad, especially for a back. So those are the names to watch out for. And something else interesting about this Cambrian lineup is their open side flanker Samitho Hansika, who was on kicking duties last game, and successfully converted 12 out of his 15 kicks. So has a magical right boot on him, you could say.
That's something very interesting. Seeing one of the forwards taking the kicking duties, it's very rare. We saw in the Zaire game there was a forward, prop forward took a penalty for the Zairians. So things changing a bit. The forwards also coming into the play in the kicking, as we expected. The two teams coming in to the Sugathadasa Stadium, Prince of Wales College, making their way, and followed by the St. Benedict's outfit, and two teams eagerly waiting as we look at the team card for St. Benedict's. Matisha Pereira moving from the hooker position to the tight head prop, and Johan Fernando will be his mate. Dilruk Seniviratna moving from the flanker position into the hooker, and Sai Sawad and Achira Tennakon doing all the hard work the second row, and Mario Kararatna, Daniduratna Siri and Nirosh Fernando will complete the forwards. Harish Riyudekama and Tenuku Samarasinghe combination will be crucial, as Adisha Vijayaratna, Revon Fernando and Dinuka Amarasinghe and Tishanga Fernando on the wings, and Kavin Kannangara completing the St. Benedict's outfit.
Yes, for the Cambrians, Shalom Ritush, Suren Nimsar and Venro Dulanje in that front three. Sahan Sampath and Minut Santul in the lock combination, and that good back three of Samitu Hansika, Akindu Silva and Randev Fernando will be one to watch out for. In the halves combination, Naveen Satsara and Sadin Sumudita, and in midfield we'll have Chamit Silva and Kasun Tikshana, and a back three of Suhel Rohana, Gajaba Samarasekara and Tarin Silva to round out the 15 for the Cambrians.
So both teams are already to kickstart this second Premier Trophy in the Dialog Schools Knockout 2025. Just one game away from that elusive Premier Trophy for these two teams who missed out on last year. And this was a very competitive game, as Nathan mentioned earlier, as they just won that quarterfinal in the last minute. And both teams will look forward to that competitiveness in these games. The quarterfinals were one side other than the St. Benedict's game against Malia Deva, so very important and exciting game in prospect, as Prince of Wales are set to kick off the second semi-final of the Premier Trophy.
Yes, so we have a very mouth-watering clash on our hands here at the Sugathadasa, as we are kicked off by Prince of Wales. Straight away, good collection, looking to go wide.
And that's Udaykumar who took the ball and went into contact, and now St. Benedict's has to go to their forwards to give some space for Udaykumar to come back, as Samarkon goes to the boot, but good collection there by Rohan.
Yes, there was a hand on the kick as well, as Samarasekar goes out wide to his winger. Benedictine defense is quick onto him, but play well and truly with the Cambrians at the moment. Satsar to his forward pod. Number 14 deputizing at scrum half on that occasion. The pass was a bit low, but possession still with the Cambrians. Satsar back at scrum half. And that pass has gone through the legs of Gajaba. Made real hash of that, did the fullback for the Cambrians, and play has gone back 20 meters or so. Benedict's quick to pounce on that handling error from the Cambrians, but now they are with the possession inside their own half.
The combinations not working early on, as
Satsara with that clearance kick. Will it be a 50-22? Ball appeared to have gone into touch, but the touch judge deemed otherwise, as that good rush defense from the Cambrians, but have conceded a penalty in the process.
Yeah, that St. Benedict player had to collect the ball, knowing that it's a 50-22 coming up, so he had to collect, and then they did not do the clearance work, and unfortunately straight away giving a penalty and points on the board. Easy kick, but Prince of Wales going the other way around, the attacking the positive intent straight away, and they goes to touch for a line out just in the 10-meter line, and intentions are clear from Prince of Wales that they want to play a positive brand of rugby, as we see Revon Fernando getting caught by Prince of Wales, and brilliant work from Chamit Silva also to put on that pressure and leak as the line out is good, but the maul not going, and now Prince of Wales going straight into the contact with their forwards, setting things up as Tulangia goes into contact for Prince of Wales just 5 meters away from the try line, and things looking very good for the Cambrians. There's another brilliant move from Minut Santul, but still in that 5-meter mark as straight goes Dulanje. Good continued patience passage of play from Prince of Wales. Still there, they're not using their back, still going using the forwards, and another big carry from Prince of Wales, few inches away as we see another big move coming from Hansika, and Prince of Wales looking quite the side. They are making progress very slowly, and they goes over for the first Mana Bank try, and that's from Suren Nimsar for the Cambrians, and they open the scoring.
Yes, very patient work of the line out there from the Cambrians. They knew it was only a matter of a few meters before they touched down, and one of their strong points is their work off the line out, and after that the forward pack doing the hard yards, carrying that ball, some big carries from them, and in the end it was Suren Nimsar who took that initial line out to just muscles through the Benedictine defense and touches down for the first Amana Bank try of this Premier Trophy semi-final. And now we have Samitu Hansika lining up a conversion against the wind. It will be from a difficult angle as well. Yes, and no direction on that one from Samitu Hansika. So the score will remain at 5-0 to the Cambrians in the first 4 minutes.
Good start. They just showed their aggression. They had an easy 3 points on offer, but went to the line and played their patience game. They played about more than 15 phases of play. They never sent the ball to their backs. Just played on that close quarters with the pick and drives. And finally, Yukas Suren Nimsaka making through that Benedict's defense as Revon Fernando restarts things for St. Benedict's, and straight away big mistake, not allowing the ball but not harming the Prince of Wales team at that occasion.
Yes, luckily for Prince of Wales, Sadin Sumudita was able to get enough space for that clearance kick, but as you said, made the grave mistake of letting the ball bounce. But it's still St. Benedict's College with a line out inside Prince of Wales half, and it will be Dilruk. It will be Matisha Pereira taking on line out duties today for the Bens. Line out is clean, and they go to their line straight away. Here's the fly half to his number 8. That was Nirosha Fernando, and Benedicts will look to work the line. There is some space out wide, but chooses to cut inside. Does Adisha Vijay Ratna. Work the ball wide, but the Cambrian defense quick and spill the ball there. Has the Benedictine player, and a possession is turned over in the knock-on advantage to the Cambrians. Handling errors costing them there. That kick was charged down well by the Benedictine forward, but possession still with the Cambrians. So not able to capitalize on that error. And now Cambrians with the possession ball with the number 5. I can tell you about this Prince of Wales outfit is that their work in the line out is brilliant. But and they won the penalty as well. So excellent defensive effort. Oh no, ball has been knocked on. And it will be St. Benedict's College with the 5-meter scrum. So even though the line out wasn't ideal for them, they'll still have a second chance to try and add something to the scoreboard.
Yeah, they did the initial work done brilliantly by Sahan Sampath in the line out, but then they had to set up that ruck and do the clearance, but in that process they knocked on the ball. Now Uday Kumar and Samarakon has an ideal opportunity to make a move, but Fernando breaking away. But good defensive work by Achilles Silva there, knowing that the number 8 break is on as Uday Kumar sends to Revon Fernando. And back to Samarakon, and the interception brilliantly done by Suhail Rohan. But referee will come back to a penalty for St. Benedict's, and now decision making time. That number 6 move from Samitu Hansika on Nirosh Fernando deemed a bit high by referee, and taking the quick tap quickly by St. Benedict's, now setting things up with Akira Tenakon looking to make that move. He goes into contact, gaining 2 meters, and still St. Benedict's playing in the close quarters, and another brilliant move. They are closing it out on Prince of Wales. Another big pick and drive, and the recycling done very quickly by St. Benedict's. Just 2 meters away, and another huge break. Have they gone all over? Referee saying that ball is held up. So brilliant defensive work and all round good rugby.
Yes, excellent rugby on display here at the Sugathadasa. This is quite the watch, especially for a neutral supporter, but it's St. Benedict's College still with a penalty advantage. And then this time they'll go to their backs, but excellent defense from the Cambrians, doubling and tripling up on the Benedictine players. But they are here with possession right under the post, just a couple of meters away from the try line. Now the boys from Kotanen, have they gone over? Decision making time for the referee, and he's given a yellow card to one of the Cambrian players, I assume. Was not clear there. No, it is the Cambrian scrum half, I believe, Naveen Satsar, who received his marching orders. Not sure what the foul in the breakdown there was, but it's now St. Benedict's College with a penalty and a numerical advantage.
Yeah, that was hands on the ruck, very clinical, just close. To that tap penalty, now spreading the ball to the wider channels. Fernando breaking through and cutting back in to set things up for St. Benedict's again. Slow ball out of the ruck as Uday Kumar sends to skipper Vijay Ratna. Support arrives, but still St. Benedict's hanging there in that 5-meter line, but not making any progress. So they are 2 very kickable penalties taken. The quick tap now shows and go by Samarakon, but no meters gain. So same position. They are just spreading the ball to the left wing, and now another big move, but no substantial meters gain as the pick and drives continue for St. Benedict's. Slow ball, but still continuing inches away, and then straight away giving that knock on, and Prince of Wales very happy here to get that knock forward there.
Yes, you could say Prince of Wales have got out of jail there, Nilhan. St. Benedict's College were looking ever so threatening, but unlucky for them, just losing that ball forward. And referee just having a word with the Cambrian skipper there. Repeated offences, you saw around 3 back-to-back penalty advantages blown for St. Benedict's College. So their ruck work needs to be a lot more clean, and I'm sure that's what the referee is just communicating to both skippers there.
I think that the penalty they got just in front of the sticks, it's knockout rugby, so you have to get the points on the board. That could have been one of the mistakes that St. Benedict did in that process. Go back 3-5, one-man advantage. Could have been the work, but they went to that quick tap penalty. Then knocking the ball in the progress as we see a replay of that. It goes into contact and spills that in the move, unfortunately. And good pressure from that scrum by St. Benedict's, but referee Verang telling for a reset. So St. Benedict's hanging on in that red zone of Prince of Wales, but no points on board to offer.
Yes, looked threatening, and all of that was sparked by that lovely kick from Tenuka Samarakon. Would have thought they would have liked to take a few points back with them, at least the 3 points as you correctly mentioned. But now we have Akindu Silva deputizing at halfback for the Cambrians. And once again, good pressure on the scrum by the Benedictines, but it's Adil Fernando who's broken from the back of the scrum, taken the ball forward. Now they'll need to look for the clearance kick, but not enough space, so they'll go to the line. Some space out wide, and that's beautifully exploited by Suhail Rohan. No, that was Chamim Silva. And the Cambrians slowly but surely going out of danger, but lots of support for the Benedictines. But referee has just called play back. Believe the touch judge has spotted something.
Yeah, that was could have been a high shot for Gajaba Samarasekara in the corner. And they have 2 penalties. They have one in that area, and straight away a skipper going using that penalty near the touchline. And all the defensive work from St. Benedict's, from Prince of Wales, have reaped their benefit as they move into St. Benedict's half near the 40-meter line. And St. Benedict's will be very unlucky that they could not get any points for that massive attacking move. They kept Prince of Wales defending for more than 7 minutes and nothing to show for them.
Yes, after that first try by Prince of Wales, it was all one-way traffic to the Benedictines. It's only now that Prince of Wales have got out of trouble and are playing in the Benedictine half. And with a line out, they'll be looking to go to their line, I'm sure, as Suren Nimsara, the try scorer, lines up. The collection is clean, and yes, they'll go to their line straight away. Ball with Minut Santul. Support arriving. Ball now with Kasun Teekshan. He goes to Gajaba Samarasekara. Works it inside, but loses a few meters. Pass wasn't collected cleanly. Now to the pod of forwards go the Cambrians. Suhail Rohan that time deputizing at scrum half. And Cambrians will look to play patiently once again. Try and crack open this Benedictine defense. That's a nice cutout pass by Chamit Silva. And now inching ever so close to the Benedictine 22. He goes to his number 8. It's Adil Fernando. This time it's Sadin Sumudita. And Benedictine, the Cambrians once again working through the phases. But that pass is miscued there by Gajaba. Losing a bit of momentum now are the Cambrians. But still with possession and still being ever so patient. Ball, some space out wide. But is that a high shot by the by Revon Fernando? Yes, penalty advantage called. And a referee going to his pocket once again. Giving marching orders to Suhail Rohan for the Cambrians.
Yeah, the penalty has been reversed there. And let's see how we can pick it up. Now the number 12, Chamit Silva, tackled a bit high from Revon Fernando, but they had the advantage here. You see the player booting that St. Benedict's Revon Fernando. That was the reason for the penalty reversal, and straight away Gajaba under pressure by Amarasekara and gone back towards the 5 meter, and now it's a maul. And finally advantage coming for Prince of Wales. Things happening. Prince of Wales playing with 13 at the moment.
Yes, and St. Benedict's will be in desperate need of a score here. 2 men to the good as well, but they'll need to turn over the ball or hope that the Cambrians make an infringement in one of the rucks. Samitu Hansika going to ground there, but referee calls play back.
Yeah, turnover was good. Again, going off it is the call from referee. And Prince of Wales will take their time as Sandin Samudita looks to clear things off for the Cambrians.
Yes, and the touch finder is good from him. So, not for the first time today, Prince of Wales have got out of jail after St. Benedict's College were looking ever so threatening, close to their try line.
And St. Benedict still putting a lot of pressure, but nothing on the board for them. So they will look to finish the first 18 minutes. So break the half, 2 quarters, the first quarter almost gone. And Prince of Wales now winning the line out and playing the ball with them. Good pressure from St. Benedict's also. So going forward with the rolling maul as comes back is the try scorer Nimsar. Now spreading wide is Gajaba. Goes into contact and offloads it now. Options in the left, but he does not go to that player and he goes into contact. Good pressure from St. Benedict's. Good counter rocking there, but still not from the gate, says Veranga. So a penalty and 2 quick penalties taking Prince of Wales out of their half at the moment.
Yes, the Benedictines have only themselves to blame for letting Prince of Wales get out of trouble here, as the kick brings play just past the 40-meter line of the Benedictines. So we'll take a look at that replay. Gajaba brought down. Was a good counter ruck in, but that player number 12, that was Adesha Vijayaratna, the skipper, just entering the ruck from the side on that occasion and ended up handing a penalty to the Cambrians, and they'll take as much time as possible with the line out. As you can see, Navin Satsara will be back onto the field after this phase in play, and he's allowed back onto the park, but was a crooked throw, I believe, from Suren Nimsara. So it's the Benedictines with possession now, but just a 1-man advantage.
Yes, 2-man advantage over for St. Benedict's. Still no points on board. 20 minutes gone. Just a solitary try in the initial minutes of the game by Suren Nimsara for Prince of Wales. So very tight game. Lot of silly mistakes done by St. Benedict's. They have dominated territory and position in the last 15 minutes, but nothing to show as they use the shorter side this time. Goes into contact now. St. Benedict's have numbers, but still making their way using their forwards. Quick ball out is the name of the game. Harish Kumar a bit late as Samarkand goes to the boot and gains good valuable meters for St. Benedict's, just outside the 22 meter. 5 meters forward would have given them a very good platform, but a good kick overall.
Yes, Tenuka Samarakon trying to repeat his feat from a few minutes ago, but the kick was completely misjudged by Tarin Silva on that occasion, and ball did go out. He allowed the ball to bounce and the ball went out, so Benedictines once again with the possession in a good area, as the ref has called for that 21-minute water break.
Yeah, that's the 1 minute very, very important break for both teams, especially Prince of Wales would ideally want this break. That they've been doing a lot of defending after scoring initially, and St. Benedict's last time also came back strong after the water break in that quarter-final. They have been doing all the attacking moves, but nothing to show for. And Prince of Wales must look at their discipline. They're given 2 silly penalties, one very, very cynical position, and then the second one, you cannot have that in rugby. And unfortunately, stamping on that player was on the ground, so they had the penalty coming, but they wanted to recycle the ball quickly, and that player didn't allow that. So unfortunately, taking the law into your own hand and just spending 10 minutes on the bench on the scene bin, and now restarting the game from that line out, and a very crucial line out for Prince of Wales.
Yes, definitely they'll need to win this line out and try and stop the Benedictines from scoring. Here's Suren Nimsara. Line out collected cleanly by Samitu Hansika, and they'll be looking for space for that clearance kick. And as you correctly said, Nilan, although the Benedictines haven't scored yet, as the clearance kick finally comes from Sumudita. Excellent collection there by Revon Fernando. And it's Benedictines with possession now, as Prince of Wales end up winning another penalty. But coming back to my initial point, even though St. Benedict's you could say St. Benedict's haven't found the whitewash yet, it's not been the best of defense from Prince of Wales, committed multiple infringements, and it's mainly the Benedictines not being able to capitalize on that still sees them still behind after 22 minutes.
Especially they have not done the finishing touches on the move, especially, and they have not given the ball out for their backs. They played a lot of rugby in the close quarters, using their forwards, and then straight away after a few phrases they either turn over the ball by Prince of Wales, or they make a handling error. So that has been a problem. But in the last game, all the tries came from their backs, so not using the 3 quarters is a problem for St. Benedict's, as Prince of Wales on attack with Rande Fernando making a massive break in the middle of the play, and quick ball is what needed, but Suren Mimsar searching for that gap and finding space. Now they have options to their left, but not using that is the issue now. Quick ball from Satsara to the corner. Good defensive work from St. Benedict's, not allowing Prince of Wales to spark something from this move. Still outside the 22 meter. And now the big number 4, Minut Santul, who have been the go-to man for all the big carries, but there could be something, no arms tackle from St. Benedict's, as Nim Satsara takes a quick tap and makes another move. And St. Benedict's trying to counteract, but support from Prince of Wales arriving as they make another carry forward. Slow ball out from the Cambrians, allowing time for St. Benedict to set things up. As another big move from Fernando. Now pressure for Navin Satsara, and he goes back to Santhul, the go-to man for Cambrians, but losing their body weight and giving away a penalty. Should have taken the 3 easy kick, and still they are looking for that try line. Just it's a knockout game, and St. Benedict's putting a big kick. That's a massive touch finder from Samarakon, more than 40 meters. And finally, St. Benedict's defend well and move out without conceding any points.
Yes, and Prince of Wales are about to be restored to their full complement. Just off your screen, Suhail Rohan coming towards the touchline. But yes, Prince of Wales would have wanted to go for 3 there, especially considering they were man out down, as well as the line out is turned over well. Ball now with Prince of Wales. They've done brilliantly there. Have the forwards in the line out. Gajaba with that carry. And now they look to go wide. Sumudita to Gajaba to Tikshana. Tikshana tries to find some space. Takes play to the 40-meter line. But just committing another cynical foul in the infringement and hands the ball right back to the Benedictines.
A brilliant defending by Tenuku Samarakon, winning that penalty for St. Benedict's and taking them closer to the 22-meter. And twice Prince of Wales have made some good attacking progress, but 3 or 4 phases later they just give away a penalty. That's very unacceptable in this big semi-final. 5-0, and they had 2 players going to the bin, but if you think of both teams, Prince of Wales be the happier side. They have survived 2 players in the bin and still leading as St. Benedict's goes to the second pot. Then good collection there by Ashira Tennakon, and continuing with the rolling maul with Dilruk Senivaratna having the ball, but coming from the side is Satsara there. Another penalty, and Samarakon will oblige by putting it to the corner, now 5 meters away. And if they can get this rolling maul sorted here, points on offer for the Benedictines.
Yes, St. Benedict's College once again bring in play inside the Cambrian 22. They were unsuccessful on their previous 2 attempts. They'll want to try and add the score this time, but once again lovely work in the line out from Sahan Sampath. Spoils it for the boys in green and white, and it's a Cambrian ball now. And they look to, but the ball is turned over. Excellent work in the ruck there by the Benedictine forwards, but has he lost the ball forward there? I think he has. Unfortunate for St. Benedict's College. Did some excellent work in the ruck, but just losing the ball forward when it mattered most.
That has been the story of the game so far. 27 minutes gone in the second semi-final of the Premier Trophy. And every time St. Benedict's comes to that red zone near the 10 meters, they just find something to give away the position back. That has been the story, and St. Benedict's very unfortunate to stay without scoring any points, as they have been the better side so far in this 28 minutes.
Yes, definitely, as referee has called for a timeout. One of the Benedictine players just nursing an injury before we can go into that scrum. But as you said, St. Benedict's College have certainly had the better chances. They've had more possession and more territory, but they'll be disappointed with nearly 30 minutes played at the Sugathadasa. They have absolutely nothing to show for it, Nilhan.
Yes, the crowd slowly builds up here at Sugathadasa Stadium. So whoever comes early can watch 2 games. And this game looks a game to look forward as a very close encounter, barred by a lot of mistakes. But still, the game is on, 5 points away. And near the 5 meter, Naveen Satsara puts the ball, but good pressure. The ball is out. And that's own try. They can't play the ball after the try line, so straight away when they lost the ball, that player grounded the ball. So 5 meter scrum for St. Benedict's, and good piece of scrumming there by St. Benedict's, put in the pressure and milking that mistake from Prince of Wales.
Yes, once again the Benedictine forwards asserting their dominance. They've been good in the breakdown and in the scrums as well. It's only been the lineouts where you could say Prince of Wales has been slightly better. And
Yeah, that is mainly because of Shalom, Ritusha and Saan Sampath doing all the stealing work, especially Ritusha, who've been doing a double work as a front row player and as the tight head prop. And now a big task on hand for Harsiri Udekuma. And Nirosh Fernando breaks through, barges one, 2 meters away. Quick ball is required. Samarakon comes to the rescue. Now slowly for Benedict's Sai Saudaud makes another pick and drive. Now to the big number 1 Fernando. Ball is there for St. Benedict's. If they want to make another move, goes into contact. 4th phase of play. Not a lot of meters gain from this move. Another big drive there by St. Benedict's. 2 meters away from the try line now. A brilliant opportunity for St. Benedict's as they move for another pick and drive. Udekuma looks for the options for another number 8. Unfortunately, he loses the ball, but referee has advantage for St. Benedict's. Could be a high shot at that ruck. And now St. Benedict's inches away. Have they gone over? No, they haven't. And this time they goes over for the first Amana Bank try. And that's Nirosh Fernando for St. Benedict, scoring it under the sticks and allowing Samarakon to add the extra. So that's a brilliant move. Finally, all the hard work from the Benedictines are paying off with a big move from their number 8, Nirosh Fernando.
Yes, Nirosh Fernando has been a true muscling presence in that Benedictine forward pack and touches down under the post, and it should be an easy conversion for Tenuka Samarakon. But as you correctly say, Nilhan, finally after more than 20 minutes of dominance, the Benedictines will have something to show for their efforts, as the conversion was taken there by Revon Fernando. So for the first time in the game, St. Benedict's College with a 2-point lead now over the Cambrians, and they'll look to just extend it from here the way things are going.
Yeah, Revon Fernando easily slotting the kick over, and now is where the game could swing. It's all important that how you get this restart done perfectly. Prince of Wales slowly making their way. That's not the intent. They are eagerly waiting for that half-time break to come. They have lost the momentum in this game at the moment, and it all depends on how St. Benedict's gets this restart, how they clear it off. As it's very crucial that after scoring you can't take your mind away from the game. Another high-hanging kick straight into the hands of the try scorer there, Fernando, who barges through that defender and takes ball away out of the 22 meter. They can't kick it on the full as Samarakon goes for a deep kick, and Tarin Silva allows the ball to bounce and under pressure straight away, and a penalty for Prince of Wales.
Yes, once again, that has been a weakness of Tarin Silva in the 30 minutes of play we've had so far. He just hasn't been able to read those kicks from Tenuka Samarakon. But luckily for him, the Cambrians were playing under an advantage, and they'll have the ball just outside the Benedictine 22.
Could have been something with the kick. I think the chasers were ahead of the kicker. That's why they brought the player into the 22 meter straight away. St. Benedict's make a mistake after scoring. Have they overcooked the kick? Yes, they have done. So one mistake cuts off another for St. Benedict's, and they are living very dangerously in this game.
Yes, once again, you could say that was a very kickable penalty for Prince of Wales. I thought they'd look to go for the 3 points and just absolutely making hash of that kick. But yes, both these sides just relying on the mistakes of the other to still keep this as a 2-point game, Nilhan.
Very lucky there. Benedict did a huge mistake after the restart. And they have been bailed out by Prince of Wales with overcooking that touch find. Now Samarakon can kick it out on the full and does that through, and a brilliant kick over the 50-meter mark. Just near the 50-meter mark as referee blows it for half-time in the second semi-final of the Premier Trophy. Very close game in action. Both teams making a lot of mistakes. St. Benedict's dominating the half. And finally they have some points on the board and a slender lead going into the break.
Yes, there's been plenty of mistakes from both sides. The score could have been a lot different if on a different day. But yes, as we head into Lemons, St. Benedict's College with a slender advantage over Prince of Wales after Prince of Wales opened the scoring in just the 4th minute. But don't go anywhere. Do stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, The Papare. Will bring you the second half action on the other side of this commercial break.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකෝ දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer. සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදාමයි.
ලස්සන පන්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ ක්ලික් එක සිට බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් බබේ
හිටක බදේ හොටේ
හොට ස්පයිසි කෙස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆන් තමයි
සරටම එන්ජොයි කරන්න පාටි එකට ගෝ
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
හරි.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Radials. The road is yours.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
සමහර බැඳීම් ජීවිත කාලයටමයි. නිපොන් සිමෙන්ති.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදාමයි.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
That was summer refresh when the train gonna go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
ලස්සන පන්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ ක්ලික් එක සිට බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් බබේ
හිටක බදේ හොටේ
හොට ස්පයිසි කෙස් මාතේ රසේ
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil. Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
That was summer refreshment, the train, they gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth ekata go ekak.
ඉන්ජෙක්සන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්සන් එකක් ගහමුද?
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Super Seal for waterproofing. Tokyo Super Seal. Do it right the first time.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
There is a rhythm to island life, where a walk is a dance, where there is work-life flexibility, where fun is serious, and where songs rise out of the sea. The unique and amazing facets of island living inspire us.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined. Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
A lot of tried and tested moves by St. Benedict, and finally, after 25 minutes of time, they got over the line and a good conversion for Revon Fernando, taking that slender 2-point lead for the St. Benedict's team.
Yes, St. Benedict's college was certainly the more dominant side in that first half, but Prince of Wales can consider themselves extremely lucky to be only 2 points behind St. Benedict's with some strong carries, and were hovering around that 5-meter mark of the Cambrians for most of that first half, but just couldn't find the finishing touches. And that will be something that their coach would have communicated to them over the half-time break. And for the Cambrians, as you said, Nilan, just never really took the points on offer, did they?
Especially there are about 3 or 4 opportunities, kickable penalties. So knowing that this is a knockout game, scoring tries, there's no bonus points on offer. You just need to get that 3 points on. Especially for St. Benedict's also, they had 2 straight under the post kicks. So they didn't take them, but if they had taken all the penalties, this game could have been a very different affair with the points on the board. So that will be one of the areas that the coaches will have a speak with the players, knowing that the points on offer will be crucial in the second half. It's all about extending their lead, especially St. Benedict's will look into that, especially Revon Fernando, and they have Tenuka Samarakon also doing all the kicking work. They can make another big, may get some points on the board and increase the pressure. So the main target would be to keep the lead more than 7 points, giving that additional pressure for the team trailing, that they need to score twice. That has been one of the main things that the coaches will talk in this half-time break. We are just some minutes away as a crowd building up to that big semi-final in the President's Trophy. Royal taking on Isipatana. And every time it's Royal Isipatana, it's all a lot of spice in that game that they play for the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. So that will come in the league, but a dress rehearsal today and a semi-final game and a final with Trinity next week at the same venue. So that's going to give them some additional support that they have played at Sugathadasa.
Yes, coming back to the crowd, you have to commend the organizers for having most of these games as double headers, because that allows them to attract more fans, and that's crucial for the development of the game, especially for these sides competing in Division B and the Premier Trophy.
And especially we had a night game in the quarterfinals, so something like that would be helping these players if they can start at 4 with the Premier Trophy and then play the President's one under lights. That will help the players in a way. By playing at 2 p.m. It takes a lot, but these players have performed brilliantly and taken that challenge. And the team's also given a 1 minute break at the 20th minute mark. So all in all, brilliant work from the organizers as the teams make their way into the second half. St. Benedict's making their way first, and they know that a big 35 minutes is there for them. If they want to take this Premier Trophy, they have to put on a performance in this next 35 minutes.
Yes, as the Cambrians too slowly striding out onto the field of play. But yes, you have to commend the endurance and the physicality of these boys, able to play in the scorching heat for no less than 70 minutes. It's great going by these lads. We'll hope they'll be able to continue with that same physicality, that same momentum that has kept us all entertained going into the final 35 as well.
And Nathan, a little bit less on the mistakes. Those have slowed this game down, especially those handling errors in the rucks, giving away that knock forwards and taking the game pace down as Revon Fernando kicking things off in the second half. Another high hanging kick and a good chase by St. Benedict's. The kick was a good one from Fernando, and the chase was good also from St. Benedict's, putting the pressure on Prince of Wales.
Yes, it's now Sumudita with that touch finder. Lets the ball bounce, stays within the field of play before eventually going into touch. But that's been a common problem for all 4 wingers so far today. Just haven't been able to judge those touch finders and keep the ball from bouncing. And that's led to a few lineouts being conceded.
Especially can't allow the rugby ball to bounce. Sometimes it will work to your favor, but then it can do a lot of things on the other way around also. Now St. Benedict's securing the line out, and Samarkon goes to that cross kick, knowing that Suhail Rohan has not been good, and now Gajaba has to do a lot of work as Amar Singh tries to rip the ball, and in that progress referee Veranga spotting a knock forward in that spill by Suhail Rohan. And, as you said, the wingers are not having a good time.
Yes, just as we were talking about them, Suhail Rohan just spilling that kick and losing the ball forward in the process. And it's St. Benedict's College with an early advantage in this second half. Scrum within 40 meters of Prince of Wales College's try line.
Yeah, and that spill put a lot of pressure on Gajava Samarasekara. So he had to do a lot of work. And now Uday Kumar with the feed into the scrum will look for Nirosh Fernando to break through, but obstruction in that move and giving away a penalty. This has been the way. You get a penalty and you return the favor back to the other team with another mistake. So that has been the pattern so far in this game.
Yes, both these teams cancelling out each other's errors. And as you said, that has been how things have gone in the first 37 minutes or so, as that touch find from Sumudita has bought play within the 40 meters of St. Benedict's College now. And Prince of Wales will be hoping to go to their line. That's something else that we didn't see in the first half, Nilan. Both sets of players look to keep the play with their forwards. The lines were very much underutilized.
Yeah, that's could have been one of the plans, but they had to go to the other plan also. St. Benedict's, on the other hand, as in the previous quarterfinal, used their line. Now throwing a bit long, but good collection there by Naveen Satsara. And he runs laterally and gets play near the 40-meter mark. Now the big number 8, Randiv Fernando, doing the clean-up work with another strong carry.
Yes, and now to the forwards they go. And it's another foul in the infringement by Prince of Wales. A boot there by the number 1, the replacement prop forward, Sithitha Ramesh, and just after 2 minutes and 12 seconds on the pitch, he'll have to walk into the sin bin.
And straight away we see Chamit Silva going and asking the referee what was it for, and let's see whether we can find out. Yeah, he's now that is unacceptable. This is the second time this Prince of Wales side has to learn that they cannot kick players. Referee will penalize for not rolling away, but they can't take the law into their own hands, and that has been the thing that Prince of Wales doing. We saw Suhail Rohan also going into the bin for the same infringement, and Prince of Wales coaching staff has to also educate the players on that. Silly mistakes, but this can cost you games.
Yes, definitely. Line out collected cleanly there after mammoth touch find from Samarakon, and the Benedictines will look to push and shove their way forward with one of the big boys for the Cambrians in the sin bin. That roll-in maul, gain in 5 or 6 meters.
And that could be cynical also. The number 6 coming from the side. This is the second time we saw. And now Samarakon knowing that the momentum with them and puts the ball to touch 5 meters away. And if they can sort this line out this time, they are in an ideal opportunity to attack at this Prince of Wales side who are lacking Sithitha Ramesh's as one man down, and the big prop forward in the bin. Now good collection there by St. Benedict's. Forming the rolling maul and making progress. Now they are making strides. This could be the second try. Yes, it is. That's the number 12. The skipper, Adisha Vijayaratna, or is it number 2? Looks like it's Matisha Pereira scoring the try, the Amana Bank try. And they are pumped. Nathan showed what they can do, and then Prince of Wales giving that penalty away.
Yes, that team talk at halftime certainly seems to have worked. St. Benedict's College capitalizing on that numerical advantage and that 5-meter line out, and Matisha Pereira was very aware after that, after throwing that ball, just joined the back of the maul and comfortably touching down, and Prince of Wales punished for that yellow card.
So that's where we come back. They play rugby and they come back to that discipline issue. And that yellow card prompted this move, and you're down by a man for 10 minutes. Now you concede 5 as Fernando's kick does not have the direction. So it's 12 points to 5 in favor of St. Benedict's, and a positive start for the boys from Kotahena.
Yes, you saw that replay of the conversion there against the wind as well. It was quite tough for the lad, but now 7 points away from the Cambrians, and the scoreboard finally somewhat reflecting the dominance of St. Benedict's College.
Especially that their second half performance, they've been the side who attacked well, and Prince of Wales not making their strides forward with mistakes, curtailing them as another high-hanging kick by Sumudita that bounces and goes into touch, and that had a hand from St. Benedict, so ball straight away to Prince of Wales.
Yes, just committing an error there once again. The kick collection has left much to be desired in this clash so far, and it's Suren Nimsara, and with Sijisha Ramesh on the bench as well. The ideal time for the Cambrians to go to their line and see what it can do. As the line out once again collected by Sahan Sampath, they'll go straight to the line. Here's the number 4, Minut Santul, who's made plenty of carries like that so far. And Navin Satsara just losing the ball forward. So again, just at the crucial moment, committing some sort of error, both these sides.
Yeah, you see that player, you want to make the pass, but you have to first catch the ball correctly and pass it to your number 10, Samudita. As you see, another big move by Santul, who has been the man to going forward for Prince of Wales. Just not what they wanted. They got this line out and they made progress, and giving away ball at that juncture, that's unacceptable. As Udaya Kumar feeds to St. Benedict's number 8, Fernando, and a high shot there by Prince of Wales on Fernando, and now they will look for the touch finder from Samarkand. Let's see another replay of that big move there by Fernando, and then that initial bounce by Kasun Tikshana.
Yes, off your screen, Samarkand hasn't been able to find touch, collected by Gajaba, but has lost it forward in the breakdown. So it's another penalty for St. Benedict's College, and the Cambrian discipline leaving much to be desired, as you were saying.
You cannot speak back to the referee, and that's fully on Gajaba. You can't do that in rugby, and these boys, they have to do something. This is not unacceptable. They are giving the game away to St. Benedict's, and looks like Prince of Wales making a lot of mistakes, plus their discipline is costing them this game.
Yes, once again with St. Benedict's College have a line out in a dangerous position just inside the 22 meters. And the Cambrians will have to pull their socks up and fast if they are to remain competitive. Just losing the plot after this second half began. And it's been one-way traffic in the first 8 minutes.
Collection done by Saivard. Now Samarkand looks to run on his own, but goes into traffic. Now Udaya Kumar with options with another big move by Sai Sawad for St. Benedict's. Ball is out for Udaya Kumar. Now to the big Nirosh Fernando, who has been the go-to man for the Benedictines. Now Udaya Kumar looking for options and has Achira Tennakon with him. Now goes to the backs, looking for options is Kannangara, but brilliant tackle from Gajaba. But referee stopping play and asking to keep that ball to the skipper Adisha. Let's see whether we can find anything. Kannangara, big tackle on him by Gajaba Samarasekara there. Now referee stopping play for a Cambrian player down. So could start this game from a scrum. Let's hope everything is all right with the player.
Yes, lot of concerned faces on the field of play, and I think that's Akintu Silva, the blind side flanker, being helped onto his feet. I think he's displaced the shoulder there, in that tackle. And concerning signs for the Cambrians. He's been good in that forward pack, has Akindu Silva, but I don't think he's in any condition to play a further part in this clash, as he's been helped off the field. Be interesting to see a replay on how that happened. They are at the replay. That was the tackle there from Gajaba. Akindu Silva was already down at that time.
Yeah, it happened a few phrases earlier on when they made that pick and drives, as we see changes coming in. Caleb Dias coming in for Silva. And referee will commence play with a scrum in favor of St. Benedict's.
Yes, not what you like to see. Whether you're a Benedictine or a Cambrian, you don't want your players limping off the field of play like that. But such is the sport of rugby. And we'll start again with the Benedictine scrum. Goes to the number 8 straight away. Does Udaya Kumar. And St. Benedict still with that numerical advantage. Samarakon with a good run, taking play into the 40 meters. Looks to go wide, but cuts back inside. And he's taken 4 or 5 Benedictine defenders with him. This is excellent rugby by St. Benedict's College. It's again gaining a lot of meters. Does Achira Tennakon. And play now on the edge of the 22 of Prince of Wales. That was the try scorer, Nirosha. Lurking on the edge of the 22. They'll want to go wide now. Puts in the grubber. Will be a foot race before it goes out of play, but just overcooks the grubber on that occasion. So, as we were talking about before play, Nilhan, that midfield combination of Adish and Revon. Perfect compliments.
Yeah, they play together, and that kick just overcooked it. And the deadline area in Sugathadasa, it's quite small than what we saw yesterday in the Sri Lanka-New Zealand game at Racecourse. So your kick has to be a little bit on the slower side here at Sugathadasa. Just overcooking it there. And now opportunity for Prince of Wales to move out of this 22 meter as they passes it on to Sumudita. Collection done well by St. Benedict, and they puts a cross kick, but good collection there by Gajaba. Goes into contact, but good pressure from St. Benedict's. But cannot turn over the ball, and now they give away the ball. And collection done by St. Benedict as Kannangara goes into contact.
Yes, and the number 8 Adil Fernando down now for the Cambrians. So injuries are plenty for them as a referee calls a timeout. It's not looking good for Randev Fernando, who has been one of the better forwards for the Cambrians, as Prince of Wales have now been restored to their full complement. Sitija Ramesh back onto the field of play. But yes, once again some cynical errors by the Cambrians, and they just aren't able to get out of their own half in this second 35 minutes, are they, Nilhan? As it's another scrum to St. Benedict's College for that knock-on.
Yeah, that has been the story so far. The first half, Prince of Wales had few opportunities, but on the second half, it's been all St. Benedict's. And a few mistakes from Prince of Wales and discipline have costed them a lot in the second half. First 10 minutes gone, it's all St. Benedict's. And they have 5 points on the board also. Now Udaya Kumar feeding the ball as Nirosh Fernando makes a break from the scrum and sets things up for his backs as Udaya Kumar goes to Samarakon. to Revon Fernando. Pass going back to Dinuka Amarasekara. Looks through, gets through one, and he outspaces Gajaba, and he goes over for another Amana Bank try. And St. Benedict scores their second try in the second half, and the third Amana Bank try of the game.
Yes, what a run that was from Dinuka Amarasinghe. We were talking about the line speed of St. Benedict's College before kickoff as well, and that has come into the picture. Some lovely passes, just miscued that last one, but managed to help it on to Amarasinghe, did Kannangara, and 1-1 against Gajaba in a foot race. You're going to beat him nine times out of 10, and goes round before cutting back inside to touchdown under the post, and that's a lovely try. It's a textbook play from St. Benedict's College, and another easy conversion for Revon Fernando coming up.
Yeah, that boy had some brilliant pace, which we saw last weekend also. And when you give that space and his speed, he'll give them rewards as Revon Fernando converts that try. So that increases their tally up to 19 points. And 19 points is 19 points to 7. 19 points to 5 in favor of St. Benedict's. And truly now Prince of Wales has to get their act together quickly. They want to stay in this game.
Yes, Prince of Wales now 2 scores away, and the way things are going for them, their lack of discipline and that lack of a finishing touch from them appears to be costing them in this second half. It's been all one-way traffic so far, and St. Benedict's College have been duly rewarded as kickoff was collected there by the Benedictines. Well chased, but it's still the Cambrians with the possession. Here's Sumudita out now to Tarin and Rohana, but that's some excellent rush defense by the boys in green and white, and some good work in the ruck as well, and winning the penalty, just holding on for too long, and once again can see just arguing with the touch judge there is Kasun Tikshana. So haven't learned their lesson clearly, and continue talking back to the officials, and they'll find a couple more players in the sin bin if this keeps up.
And now St. Benedict's puts the ball onto touch just outside the 22 meter, 5 meters away, and another opportunity for a line out with Matisha Pereira to throw in, and frustration is there from Prince of Wales. That's been showcased a lot. As referee puts back on the time on as Matisha Pereira with the throw-in, and it's a bit good, but having play as St. Benedict's make a mistake and gives ball back to Prince of Wales. Finally, Prince of Wales getting the ball. They had that contest, and then when they changed that ball carrier, they lost the ball. Now replacements coming in. Shashindra Prasad coming as the scrum half. Now Samudita goes to his kick, finding a bit space outside, but Amarasekara collecting that, and Amarasekara will try to run, but good defense there by Tikshana, not allowing Amarasekara to break free, as now the kick and chase goes into the hands of Gajaba, and he's been brought down finally. Now Prince of Wales on the attack. Goes to Venuru Dhananjaya, setting things up. Now spreading the ball to the wider channels with Silva. Silva Tikshana, unfortunately losing the ball on the plot is Suher Rohan, and St. Benedict's players reminding him about that mistake there. They had numbers, as we see Shamat Silva passing it to Rohan, and he's having a not bad day in the office. A yellow card and few high balls dropped, and another pass spilled by Rohan. And these mistakes are allowing St. Benedict's to come back to this game.
Yes, Cambrians' lack of discipline on show once again. And as you said, bad day in the office for Suhail Rohana. Hasn't been clean with his collections. Was sent to the bin as well. And his handling work from the Cambrian line overall has left much to be desired. Seen plenty of times the ball has been lost forward. And it's now St. Benedict's College once again with a scrum in the 40-meter line of the Cambrians as Uday Kumar goes to Samarakon, shows and goes. What brilliant dummy work there by Samarakon. Ball to Kannangara, and the cutout pass was just not accurate from Kannangara on that occasion. If that pass was successful, Amarasinghe would have had a free run to touchdown for another try. So close, yet so far for the Benedictines, but they are looking ever so threatening.
Yeah, the pass from Kannangara not going into the hand of Amarasekar, but brilliant work. Go back a few faces back as the referee stops the clock for that water break. Tenuka Samarakon showed a lot of players that he didn't pass. He went through with his run. He had two players running some beautiful angles, and then he made that pass to Kannangara, but unfortunately the final pass not going into the hand of not going to the hands of Tinuka Amarasinghe. You saw that pace that Amarasinghe had. That could have been another brilliant try for St. Benedict's if the ball went into the hand. Unfortunately, not what they expected, but referee will commence the game from that line out. As the crowd builds up, the grandstand almost fully packed here at Sugathadasa. Anticipating for the biggie coming up next. Royal taking on Isipatana. Just 30 minutes away from that big final, and a brilliant piece of pressure done by St. Benedict's, but the referee will come back in play, and that pressure from that St. Benedict player got that mistake out of Naveen Satsara. He lost the ball in that progress and spotted there by the referee, and straight away knocked forward from them. Let's see a replay of that brilliant work there by Achirate Nukon, spotting that Prince of Wales scrum of Satsara. And now Samarakon to Amarasinghe running as the first line, and now good work from skipper Chamat Silva getting that penalty for St. Benedict's, for Prince of Wales. And if they want to come back, they need to get these kicks done quickly. They need 2 converted tries to equalize the game. So there's 16 minutes more on our clock. You see another replay of that. Samarakon passing it to Amarasinghe. Had 2 decoy runners of Vijayaratna and Fernando. But brilliant work from Chamat Silva, winning that penalty and taking Prince of Wales into the St. Benedict's half.
Yes, and now Suren Nimsara with another line out. Samitu Hansika has moved into the jump-in duties. And another penalty advantage taken quickly by Sumudita. He's cut through the Benedictine defense, pushing away a couple of tackles and brought down just 10 meters or so away from the try line. What a run that was from Sadin Sumudita. And now ball in the hands of his forwards. They'll look to carry this momentum and head towards the try line. Big carry there by Suren Nimsara. And just hovering around the whitewash now are the Cambrians. Ball with Shalom Rinush. Carries it forward now within 5 meters. And off his feet, the call from the referee. So penalty advantage as well to the Cambrians, and they are looking ever so threatening off that line out. Excellent work from them. Gajaba takes it quickly. Now within just 2 meters of the try line. Goes wide. Assisted there by Kasun Tikshana is Suren Nimsara. But some excellent last ditch defending from the Benedictines. But the Cambrians hovering very close to that try line. The ball just held up there. Referee having a word with the players. Just allowing those Benedictine tacklers to get back on their feet. Were stuck amongst plenty of bodies. And it's a penalty advantage now to Prince of Wales. And all of that was sparked by that dash-in run from the fly-half, Sadin Sumudita. And a 5-meter scrum awarded to the Cambrians. Take a look there. Suren Nimsara and Kasun Tikshana were pushing ever so close. But some excellent defending at the 11th hour by the Benedictines. And both those defenders, bottom left of your screen, just unable to roll away there. And scrum on the 5-meter mark for Prince of Wales. And they'll want to reward themselves for this momentum as Shashendra Prasad feeds. Ball now with Kasun Tikshana to Chamat Silva. Brought down just a meter short of the try line. And that Benedictine player will need to get out from under that ruck. They believe it's a bit too late. Probably considered another advantage. And now just under the post are the Cambrians. Looking ever so threatening now. But as the ball being held up there, some brilliant defensive work by the Benedictines, managing to get under that ruck and hold up the ball. But we'll come back to that previous advantage for not rolling away. But threatening rugby here from the Cambrians, and after nearly an hour and almost 50 minutes after they opened the scoring, the forwards for them have finally found their feet once again and are looking to go over the whitewash, Nilhan.
Yeah, they've been playing that game in that close quarters in this second half, in this last 3 or so minutes. They know that they need to score now. If they score now, they have an opportunity to come back to this game. And St. Benedict, on the other hand, giving away that penalty as they takes a quick tap and runs is Prince of Wales. But could be a yellow card on the offering for St. Benedict's, giving a warning to skipper Adisha Vijayaratna. Too many penalties in the last few minutes for them. Next one could go to the bin and another penalty. And St. Benedict's, so we see another replay of that quick tap. So a very crucial juncture of this game as they take a quick tap and passes on to the big number 1, Situda Ramesh. Now going through is the number 8, Randev Fernando. Slow ball out of the ruck for Prince of Wales. Have St. Benedict's turn the ball over. No, still in the with Prince of Wales. They continue to go to this pick and drive option. Defending their hearts out is the Benedictines, keeping the Cambrians on bay as they go toward their number 13 now. Passing it to skipper Chamit Silva, just inches short of the try line. Now the number 1 passes to number 16. That's the replacement. Caleb Jayas. Have Gajaba gone over? Waiting for the confirmation.
Yes, the ball looked grounded there after the Cambrian players pulled away. But whether it was held up before, we'll find out. And the try is awarded. So the big fullback for the Cambrians, Gajaba Samarasekara, giving them a lease of life in this encounter. And if this conversion is successful, there'll be just one score behind the Benedictines with 10 minutes on the clock, left on the clock, and all the momentum going their way. But I would say that was the correct call from referee Veerang on that occasion, Nilan.
Yeah, the spreading the ball wide and knowing that you have the player in caliber of Gajaba Samarasinghe who can make that big move as Samithu Hansika plans this kick, a very crucial kick of this tournament, but that moves away. So the score will remain at 19 points to 10, and still Prince of Wales need to score twice to stay in this game. And St. Benedict, on the other hand, after conceding, has to restart this game. As you see another replay of that good pass to Caleb Dyers, making that breakthrough, and then quick ball taken by Gajaba Samarasekara, and he overpowers 3 defenders to find the whitewash to score that Amana Bank try. And 9 to 10 minutes away, all to play for in this semi-final. And St. Benedict's delaying the kick-off, and Prince of Wales having a scrum in their favour.
Yes, it's important that the Bens don't lose the plot here. They have the momentum with them as well. The Cambrians have momentum with them, and silly errors and cynical errors like this from the Benedictines will allow them to inch closer to that 19-point mark, just 9 points away now. As Sashendra Prasad, the replacement halfback, feeds. The referee calls for a retake. Bit over eager on that occasion from the Cambrians, setting in the maul before they were supposed to. But yes, on the second attempt now, it is Sashendra Prasad from the halfway line. Goes this time to Sandamit, and kick deep into the 22 of St. Benedict's College. But the clearance kick is excellent there by Kannangara. And ball still with Sumudita for the Cambrians. He's been the danger man so far in this back line. Takes the ball to the 40 meter, but excellent tackle, thumping tackle coming in by the Benedictines. But it's still a Cambrian ball in Benedictine territory. They go to their big replacement forward now, Sitija Ramesh. But a bit lateral from Prince of Wales as Gajaba runs into contact. And a penalty advantage, I believe, in favour of Prince of Wales in play now. Here's Suren Nimsara. And once again Ramesh, another thumping run. It's some good defending by the Benedictines, just keeping the Cambrians at bay, and now they look to go to the line. Here's Sumudita once again, tries to put in that kick and chase, but that's well collected there. Read that to perfection did Tenuka Samarakon, and he puts in the bailout kick of his own, and Amarasinghe has dashed past the Cambrian line, but just loses his balance 5 meters short of the try line. Yes, Samarakon once again turning defense into attack are the Benedictines, but just losing the ball at a crucial moment, and now it's a foot race. Ball is loose, but Kannangara is first onto it, and help arrives shortly after, but survived a scare there did the Cambrians. Amarasinghe just losing his balance at a crucial juncture, and this time it is Revon with the clearance kick. And Gajaba now sends the ball out wide via his boot, but collection is clean by the replacement halfback for the Bens, and a thumping tackle to keep play within their half, but they were playing under advantage, so a referee will call play back. But some end-to-end stuff here at the Sugathadasa, some entertaining rugby here at the Sugathadasa, and I think with the momentum going the way of the Cambrians and the Benedictines already with that lead, they'll just look to kick for 3 points here? No. Samarakon goes to the touch finder, undercooks it on that occasion and is collected by Nimsara. But the play is within the 22 meters of Prince of Wales. Here's Sumudita with the bailout kick. And about 30 meters or so on that one. Brin's play close to the halfway line. And it'll be Benedictine ball though. So some entertaining rugby here in the dying phases of this clash. And what a game we have having on our hands here, Neil.
Yeah, all to play for last 4 minutes of play remaining. St. Benedict's on the front seat. It's their game to lose if they want, but looks like they will make their way. But good comeback in the second half from Prince of Wales, keeping St. Benedict's at bay. But now Uday Kumar to Samarakon. Passes it out to Fernando. Fernando breaks through that defender and still going strong is Revon Fernando. And the ball is out as Uday Kumar does the cleaning work. Now Kannangara wants to pass it off and Samarakon collects that pop pass from Kannangara, but brilliant defensive work from Prince of Wales, bringing Kannangara back. And now Uday Kumar doing the cleanup work as the ball goes to the forwards as big number 8 Nirosh Fernando makes another massive carry for St. Benedict's. Now Uday Kumar to skipper Vijayaratna, and he goes into contact and still ball with St. Benedict's as Uday Kumar goes to Samarakon. Samarakon puts that high hanging kick. Finally Rohan collects the ball, but referee going to that penalty, not playing the advantage. Bit of a confusion, but no arms tackle. Could have played that advantage. Prince of Wales would have loved it.
Yes, Prince of Wales, Rohana had a free run there. Referee Veranga could have done better on that occasion, should have just let play continue. And yes, indeed, it was not the best of tackles there, but it was a free run, but just call in play back. So a bit of miscommunication there, as that was out on the full by the Benedictines. So Prince of Wales will have a line out close to where they did send that touch finder, and they are not punished again for their mistakes. So as has been the team so far, mistakes just cancelling themselves out in this clash. And now it's Nimsara to throw, goes chooses to take it short and unable to form that maul and just holding on to the ball. So again another error at a crucial juncture by the Cambrians, Nilhan.
Yeah, the ball not going the 5 meters is the call, and the short arm penalty as Samarakon takes the ball and pumps it out, and that's the game for St. Benedict's. They clinches the second semi-final and moves to that final next week against Anand. And brilliant comeback from St. Benedict's after conceding earlier on, but they were the better side, and they finally, when they got the points on the 26th minute, and it was from there on it's all St. Benedict's. And Prince of Wales on the other hand woke up a bit too late in this game as they came back strong in the last 10 minutes, but it was a hill too much to climb for as Prince of Wales bounced out of the Premier Trophy, and St. Benedict's will book their place in the final against Ananda College next week here at the Sugathadasa Stadium. The full-time confirmation, St. Benedict's 19 points and Prince of Wales 10 points. Nathan, we need to name a man of the match. Stand-up performance from Nirosh Fernando, and Tenuka Samarakon also played a lot. So out of them, we need to select whom do you go with, Nathan?
Yes, as you said, if we had to narrow, it was a spirited performance from both these sides, but if we had to narrow it down, it's between Nirosha Fernando and Tenuka Samarakon. but for his excellence with the boot, his tactical mind, and he was the one that I believe that made that cutout pass for Amarasinghe's try as well. So for a good all-round performance, just running that back line, I think Tenuka Samarakone is our switch-take player of the match, Nilhan.
Yeah, brilliant work by the St. Benedict's fly off there, clinching that and they go to that big final against Anand. That's a brilliant match in cards next week here at the Sugathadasa Stadium, all to play for.
Yes, after heartbreak at the same venue last season for St. Benedict's College, this time on the right side of history as we take a look at the highlights from that second half, and you could say this half was a lot more one-sided than the first. Too little too late from the Cambrians, and that was that first try by the hooker for Benedict's, Matisha Pereira. That was well executed off the line out throw, which came off that yellow card in fact, and this time that cutout pass just knocked down by Kannangara for Amarasinghe, just outran Gajaba. Touchdown for a brilliant try by the left winger of St. Benedict's College. Extras were added by Revon Fernando. This was Cambrian's only score of the second half, an unconverted try by their big fullback Gajaba Samarasekara. And yes, few minutes after that the match did finish. It was 19-10 at the end of it, and a nail-biting scrappy affair, just like we predicted, Nilhan, but St. Benedict's College have done well to prevail.
Yeah, it was Prince of Wales who gave away a lot of penalties, and unfortunately their discipline cost the game. And looking at the key stats, St. Benedict's 19, Prince of Wales 10, 3 tries and 2 conversions for St. Benedict's, and for Prince of Wales 2 tries which was not converted. Player of the match, Tenuka Samarakone from St. Benedict's, for his outstanding control of the game and his territorial kicking and clinching that. So this concludes the second semi-final of the Premier Trophy. Stay tuned to the Papare. We bring the Royal and Isipatana President's Trophy final. And from us, Nathan and myself, Nilhan, it's a good afternoon, and stay tuned for the semi-final coming up next.
Lets the ball bounce, stays with
but tackle from but good collection there by
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
This is Sri Lankaවේ අංක ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from the Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
රුපියල් 50 වැලිබන් සේවරි පොඩ්ඩෝ එක්ක මැච් එකට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go pocket perfume youth එකට go එකක්.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ හික් එක සිත බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දපේ
හිට් එක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වහගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff හැමසිතක්ම පිබිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill when lemon නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැටකට සුපර්.
Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වහගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ හික් එක සිත බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දපේ
හිට් එක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Follow your dreams.